spare me that you now really have a lot of concern about the women and girls allegedly called up. Here's Bill Clinton, who just offered an opening statement before his testimony. Would you listen to this?
You know, fine. Hillary Clinton, she's going to testify. Great.
Bill Clinton.
When Bill Clinton's going to testify, when will Trump answer questions about being under oath? That is my question. When will he answer?
So let me finish this. So Bill Clinton is testifying today. So if Republicans want any credibility here, don't they have to call in Trump to testify? I ask you, Sarah.
Well, look, I mean, first of all, AG Merrick Garland could have done something about this. He did not. This did not.
Shame on him.
This did not happen under President Biden.
Okay.
So I think that we should also talk about Bill Clinton, because I don't think this is just purely political. I think there's every reason that he should be brought in. You know, there are photos of him.
Opening statement before his testimony. Would you listen to this? As someone who grew up in a home with domestic abuse. Okay. Not only would I not have flown on his plane if I had any inkling of what he was doing, I would have turned him in myself and led the call for justice for his crimes, not sweetheart deals. Sure, Jan. The reason I'm here is that the girls and women whose lives just been destroyed deserve not only justice, but healing. Okay. You and your crazy wife used George Stephanopoulos and James Carville to create whole rooms to destroy the young women who were accusing you of far less than was ever accused of. You destroyed them. You organized massive PR campaigns to undermine their credibility, woman after woman after woman, who we now know were telling the truth.
Yes, this is a follow-up video I put out a few hours ago about Sara Eisen. A lot of people are calling that she should be sued. When you take a look at this, Laura Loomer shared this and even tag photos. Sara Eisen of The View just falsely accused President Trump Brutus of assaulting. Like you can see here, President Trump should sue her. As I said before, these fights are now the new collusion host for the Democrat and never Trumpers. At some point, when you take a look at what is going on, The View can't even stop. Sara Eisen had to put a retraction about the whole thing. Oh, the president was not accused of any wrongdoing, things like that. But people are not buying it. When you look at calculating The View, they usually do this every single time when they realize the blunder of. Now, issue of Bill Clinton is coming in, and that should tell you a lot. It is important. I show you this clip. Take a look at this.
What's with President Bill Clinton as soon as he's out of office? And we're not talking 20 years passed, and he was like, no one's paying attention to me anymore. I'm going to go see this pervert. I mean, right after. I showed you the picture yesterday of my friends with Bill Clinton in 1999. By the way, that's literally the picture on the front of the New York Post's homepage right now. And like a while back, they were like, look at this. We had a good laugh over it. And I'm like, I'm going to put that on the air. And today seemed like a good day yesterday because the Clintons are testifying. But my point is brazen, right? Like hiding in plain sight. So Bill Clinton goes from that right after Lewinsky to palling around with 2000 through 2004 or 5 around there in that man's hot tub with all these women. It's incredible. It's incredible what happens. And I'm sure is still happening with people other than him right now. He's sitting right now in the same seat his wife was in yesterday up in Chappaqua, New York. I've been up there. They have this beautiful home. It's like picturesque on this rolling hill type property. They're living large, the Clintons. They got lots of staff. They got their loser daughter out there, the ultimate Nepo baby, trying to pretend we care what she has to say about Maha. We don't. We don't care what you have to say about anything. We feel about you the way the Today Show did. They hated you even more than they hated me. And one of us had talent. It was just, you know who the one was who didn't belong there because she had absolutely no journalism chops and got the job because her last name was Clinton. So Bill Clinton is up there now under oath. And unlike his wife, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, he had lots of connections. Lots. He was on the guy's plane dozens of times. He had multiple social outings with the guy.
So what's really crazy to me is that, thinking of him giving this State of the Union and not even acknowledging that the survivors were there.
Right.
Not mentioning them. Not mentioning.
According to Democrat, this is unfair. These people can be testifying under oath while the president is there with the wife. They should be able to also do that. That is the argument they struggle to bring every single time. I saw this on Calculating the View. Before we go into the full analysis of this clip, I just want you to take a look at this video. It get me irritated.
I'm sorry, that enrages me.
What was taken out?
Well, we don't know what was taken out, but what we know is that Representative Garcia read about 50 pages left out. He did read an account of the president assaulting that 13-year-old.
This president.
Yes.
Well, explain what this is, the words.
Well, apparently in this document, and I want to be very careful here because these are allegations, and President has consistently, they're unverified allegations, and President has consistently denied all the allegations and any wrongdoing.
Lady, why don't you just get out the Democratic Party?
The amount of disclosure we've had so far has been astonishing. I mean, you have to admit, it's been more than 3 million documents. It's why we have talked about it day in and day out on this show and everywhere else. And we want more of that. The president did sign the act from Congress that would disclose all this information. Right. And the DOJ does say that they are on it and they will look for any.
My friend.
You take a look at this. The accusation you are referencing traces to a single woman unverified claim from 2019 FBI interviews, reviving a 2016 lawsuit filed as Jen Doe. She alleges assault by the president in 1980 when she was 13. The suit was dropped twice without evidence for trial. The president denied it. Recent evidence file release explicitly called it unverified and sensationalist, with some related memos. We heard no charges, corroborations, or court validations ever occur. Politicians amplify such claims along party lines for leverage, then framed as hiding truth. Others smear no proven child assault by the president exists in record. I don't know why these people are struggling to always drag this every single time. It gets crazy when Democrats realize this is backfiring. They are demanding more. They should appreciate the little he has done. This is all I'm asking. When I see them complaining, oh, this every single time without a little appreciation, I understand they will never appreciate, but it is good sometimes to be grateful. We'll be saying, oh, he didn't mention this, he didn't mention this, that's the reason Democrats didn't clap during the State of the Union. It's something I don't comprehend. Yes, so now Hostin faces backlash for discussing unverified Trump allegations on The View. On ABC, The View, Hostin referenced a 1983 allegations from files where a 13-year-old claimed Jeff introduced her to the president, who then forced her toward his espouse. At some point, when I look at what Sara Eisen was doing here, it got my attention.
Whatever it is, I don't like her.
The entire chamber is chanting USA. Rashida Tlaib is a national disgrace. She clearly did it. Here's the video in SOT 19. This is a sick person. The first lady.
I was there, and it was as horrific as I thought it would be.
She wasn't the only one. Look at SOT 35, CNN's Abby Phillip.
But he utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented to really bring these moments of togetherness that otherwise might not have been.
Democrats are just so disgusting.
Of course, he chose Amy Coney Barrett for the bench. She was one of the justices who did not vote in his favor and did not shake her hand there, ruled against.
All right, these little drama queens. Here's the video. He shook everyone's hand. Everyone. There's the Chief Justice. He did shake Elena Kagan. Here goes Brett Kavanaugh, and there's Amy Coney Barrett. All of them got their hands shaken to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in SOT 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes down on the floor, that he did shake their hands there this evening. There were a couple of shots that they showed, one of them making it very clear, including Amy Coney Barrett, who the court.
Oh, they thought they had such a juicy moment. The president snubbing his own appointee. No, that's not what happened at all.
To get here and to press this country to
the border. I stuck at the border. Go Trump! Go Trump!
People did not even show up.
Democrats to stand for the slain passenger in North. Our first priority is Americans rather than illegal. On either of those two, I think they took his bait.
I don't want to talk much. I think I'm going to end here. I want to appreciate people supporting, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips I'm about to play, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
That can take away from the joyous moment as all Americans. And why are they putting a medal?
Oh, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons. Because Patel posted this on X.
People on the left are absolutely losing their minds.
Because now it's our job.
I get suspicious when anybody, whether it's
no one should be above scrutiny.
I think that Whoopi Goldberg, you might want to think.
Isn't their whole testimony?
Don't use it as a
person's home. It's very easy to.
This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
The country's in such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides.
So amazing. And wasn't it so great?
Trump just got humiliated by a bunch of women with big sticks. Yes, the